5 seconds. Sir, I rise to oppose the finance bill and also the various other policies reflected in the finance bill. Sir, the finance bill, which incorporates the taxation measures of the budget for the year 1973-74, marks, in my opinion, a further escalation in the policy of surrender to various pressures exercised by big monopoly capitalists and landlords, a policy which is in tune with the class character of the government. Sir, the finance bill, for instance, has not touched the big corporate sector of the industry. In fact, they have been given further benefits and development rebate for purchase of machinery has been extended by 1 year to those who have entered into contacts before 1st December 1973. Sir, the high income groups have been given a bonanza by reducing the maximum rate of income tax, including surcharge, from 97% to 77% of the taxable income in the highest slab. Sir, what has the finance minister offered to the ordinary people? In fact, instead of reducing the tax burden on the poor people, a burden which has been rising every year during the last 2 decades, the finance minister has added insult to injury by further increasing the tax burden on poor people. For instance, we have heavy excise duties on a large number of commodities. Some studies on the effects of these excise duties on commodity prices have shown that the increase in prices will be much larger than what the finance minister and the finance ministry expects it to be. In fact, sir, the situation is very alarming, as one of the recent studies on the subject shows. In the title Galloping Price Line, which appeared in a report in the National Herald of New Delhi hardly a few days back. It talks about galloping price line, and it has given details about differences in prices of various essential commodities. Sir, the finance bill and the policies behind the finance bill have placed this country on the verge of an alarming price situation, which can be termed only in the language of the National Herald as the galloping price line. The government is, in fact, sitting on a volcano. The situation is not alarming, but we are on the verge of a catastrophe. Sir, the present inflationary tendencies will undermine the very economy in such a serious matter that it cannot be expressed in any other form than what I have already done. Sir, let us look at the type of taxes which they have imposed on the people. Punitive taxes in the form of excise duties have been imposed on household goods of various types. Postcards, inland letters, and postal covers will cost more. Tax burden has been increased in the case of cotton cloth, glass, glassware, aerated water, and so on. Government spokesmen claim that the duty on industrial products will not have an impact on prices. This, I submit, sir, is a myth, because in fact the excise duty hike on industrial products will be shifted to the ordinary customers by the profit hungry industrialists, particularly the big business. Sir, according to one estimate, the excise duties on iron and steel, cement, paper, plywood, etc., will raise the wholesale prices, according to a very conservative estimate, at least by another 10%. Therefore, my honorable friend should take the responsibility for further aggravating the price level by his fiscal measures. The finance minister today is a hero of private enterprise. Sir, he is the hero because private enterprise has welcomed his budget and the finance bill with glee. Sir, whether he wants it or not, very often most of the heroes of the world are very reluctant heroes. Sir, let us look into the facts. The budget was welcomed by private industry with a cheerful glee, which, according to financial experts, is a very adequate index of the mood of big business. They reacted very accurately. Sir, according to the Finance Express of Bombay Industrial, equities in the major stock exchanges of this country surged forward. That is the word used. Industrial equities surged forward, reflecting their favorable response to the budget proposals. Sir, the Financial Express Composite Index rose by 5.68 in one single day, possibly the biggest single day increase in the last several years, maybe in the history of independent India. Sir, Chavan has rewarded big business in a big way, perhaps to reciprocate the fabulous help which they gave to the Congress party so generously during the last elections. How else would one explain extra enthusiasm with which the big business and the stock exchanges, which are the mirrors of private industry, behaved the way they did? The finance bill symbolizes another big leap forward in the dangerous path of inflationary financing and galloping prices, as I have already indicated.